Late Hong Kong artist Tong King-sum had a penchant for art from a young age. When he was 31, he began to learn sculpture and created his first piece a year later, which reflected his talent and interest in wood carving.
The exhibition has a very, how would we say, a bold title, Tempting Touch. It has two levels of meanings. First of all, it tells us, would sort of highlight the fact that the ingenuity of Tong in creating tactile sculpture that always induce the desire to touch in the viewer. The other one is it kind of represents the artistic touch that he bestowed upon a piece of wood that make it so lively that it almost breathes with allure, and that's very tempting in itself.
Tong adhered to strict standards in creating his works. He used live models to make quick sketches or to film before he crafted a sculpture.
For this piece is interesting because he used to work with one model and she could not do a handstand, so he has to change the model because it's really demanding as a gesture. But even for the second live model who could do a handstand, she has to take rest quite frequently, and during those rests he would offer her tea and snack and they would chat. And for him it's important because the communication between the artist and the model would give a sentimental touch to the work.
The artist created a series of works associated with wings, which may reflect his ultimate wish.
When anybody looked at a pair of wings, you would probably associate it with the notion of freedom, with breaking through limitations and perhaps expanding the possibilities. What we want the audience to pay attention to would be his technique. Anyone who has experienced wood carving would know that one single mistake as you strike, it would mean that you have to redo everything again. It would be a failure. So you would see that all the strikes and all the cuts are being very skillfully executed, and it shows the level of craftsmanship in his carving.
The exhibition includes large pieces, but this romantic item is from the personal collection of Tong's widow. One evening, she was fretting over what to wear for a banquet the following night.
Mr. Tong sort of observed in a corner smilingly and then comfort her by saying, just go to bed and tomorrow you have a nice gift for the banquet. And actually what he did was he went inside his little workshop. He worked at home and he made this handmade art piece, a unique piece for Mrs. Tong to wear for the banquet, and she happily became the star of the night the next day. So we think that it's really a one-of-a-kind artwork that is not just an art piece itself, but it carries all the love and emotion for your beloved one.
A childhood illness made walking difficult for Tong, but this did not prevent him from fully pursuing and exploring the world of art. He co-founded the Visual Art Society in 1974 and was given the award for Best Artist, Visual Arts by the Hong Kong Arts Development Council in 2008.
And we hope the audience will fully appreciate the positive perspective or outlook to life in the artist, and nothing is impossible for him. And we hope that the audience would also, what we would say, learn something from an art exhibition that is beyond art, and you will be able to understand that behind outstanding work is an outstanding life.